everybody? My name is Colossal is Crazy. Not actually. Welcome back to this fucking channel. Well, the only unique thing about me is that I constantly change bucket hacks like fucking Jinx Reload. I can't believe I just compared myself to a reaction channel. 2 videos into this channel and I've already hit rock bottom. Anyway, hi. How's it going? Talk questions. Don't answer. So today we're going to be looking at 2 channels in particular. These 2 channels, if you didn't get it from the title already, are Kavos and ImAllexx. Kavos is a British YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, makes me cry, and he joined this forever fucked over site on December 26, 2014. Not relevant, but just, I don't know, cool fact. Kavos, if you didn't already know, actually helped me with the previous video on iDubbbz. He helped with the Leafy part. You can go watch that video whenever. Preferably this century though, or before I die. Kavos is a commentary YouTuber, making such masterpieces as iDubbbz just ruined his own career in ImAllexx's awful OnlyFans video. Fucking hell. Look, I made a 22-minute video and 6-page script about the iDubbbz situation, and I don't even think that iDubbbz's career is ruined. Another masterpiece is, by the way, I use the word masterpiece ironically if you can tell. Anyway, the masterpiece is called The Most Cringe Couples on TikTok. Oh, for fuck's sake, another TikTok video. This is starting to hurt my fucking brain. So guys, we did it. We reached rock fucking bottom of the content barrel. I swear, I would rather have Fortnite Funny Moments episode 879, how is that many, in my recommendation than TikTok videos. The last masterpiece I have to present is Deji brought subscribers to 10 million. Alright, mate, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Anyway, let's get back on track. Now that we know who Kavos is, how repugnant his content is, let's talk about who ImAllexx is. ImAllexx, like Kavos, is a British commentating YouTuber. There's too fucking many of them. Which has thumbnails, video thumbnails, by the way, that rival fucking LEA. I know it's very hard to believe, but when you put these 2 side by side, there isn't much difference between them. But unlike Kavos, ImAllexx's video titles aren't nearly as torturing to read through. So, hooray. Now, Kavos has made a metric fuck ton of videos on ImAllexx, and with those videos, a metric fuck ton of allegations, such as backstabbing, social climbing, and, of course, there's always more. This whole thing between Kavos and ImAllexx will be its own series on this channel, each of Kavos' video being its own separate video on this channel, being split up into different parts. Today will be part 1, which will be looking at the video a Kavos made called Roasting ImAllexx.
ImAllexx is one of the few YouTubers who genuinely disgust me to look at. Look at this creature. He is the definition of a mong.
Why? Why did he say that? Yeah, it's true. ImAllexx does look like a fucking idiot and sounds like a prepubescent teen, but why bring this up? I know this is a nitpick and I apologize for that, but I'm just confused why. Anyway, let's get to the part that's actually interesting.
So if you can get past this ugly mug, what should you expect from ImAllexx? ImAllexx is your generic bullshit commentary channel. He makes the same videos on the same topics as every other commentary channel, regurgitating the same shit, adding absolutely nothing new.
Now, 2-inch Kavos accuses Alex, yes, I'm calling him Alex now because writing ImAllexx in my script every time I mention his name is a pain in my ass. Anyway, so Kavos accuses Alex of being unoriginal, generic, and to an extent, generally boring. Now, unoriginality is, how do I say this? It's not a problem in particular, but it's complicated, okay? But even if it is a problem, which I don't think it is justified. In the commentary world, it's incredibly hard to find a topic that somebody else hasn't already made a video on. Take example, the Logan Paul suicide forest incident. You got the first guy making a video on it, bring some points in, maybe go over the other videos. Then you have every other person making a video on it, regurgitating the same points, being unoriginal and adding nothing new, just saying the same exact thing. But you can't blame Alex specifically for doing this, because if you blame one person for doing it, then you have to blame everybody else for doing it. And well, Kavos doesn't exactly provide examples of Alex doing nothing new in this video. So, this accusation, based on a lack of evidence shown in Kavos' point, to me, not opinionated, to me not being biased, this accusation is false.
Similar to Wild Spartans, Alex stretches his content to 10 minutes for some sweet, sweet mid-rolls. If he was truly that desperate for rolls, he could have just asked Wild Spartans to take his top off. However, sweet, innocent, young Alex did not always care about the ad revenue in the mid-rolls. Oh, no, no. Back in the day, he said this:
multiple ways to get paid on this site have been manipulated and wholeheartedly abused. I have a problem with channels that literally sacrificed their quality purely for YouTube ad revenue.
I have a feeling younger Alex would not be proud of the shit, stretched out content you're producing today.
Kavos has 2 points here. Number one is that Alex stretches his videos out to the 10-minute mark for monetary gain, which honestly, who hasn't fucking done that? Even PewDiePie does that occasionally. The second point here is that Alex is a hypocrite. Now, I took the displeasure and the sacrifice of watching some of Alex's videos, and I didn't show this before because it doesn't really matter, but Kavos munches that Alex is generally unfunny. And watching some of Alex's content, I realized that Alex is one of the most cringe-inducing, unfunny fuckwits that I think I've ever had the displeasure of watching. Now do note here, I don't think Alex is a bad person. I don't even think his content's that bad. I just don't think he's that funny. Anyway, onto Alex's hypocrisy. Kavos is definitely correct here. As a clear example, here in Alex's "Please Stop This TikTok Trend" video. In this video, which is almost 14 minutes long, how can you squeeze a video that much? Alex only gets it in TikTok Trend roughly 5.5 minutes in. But, alas, that's just one video. Maybe, just maybe, it's just one video. If only it was that simple, friends. It's not just one video. It's nearly every video I've ever watched on Alex's channel. Another example of Alex stretching his videos out to the 10-minute mark is one of his videos called Tanner's Terrible TV Show, where Alex looks at Tanner Mongeau. How the fuck do you say it again? Tanner Mongeau. Alright, fuck that. Alex looks at Tanner Mongeau's TV show and makes some unfunny jokes about it for 15 minutes. The problem with this video is that he doesn't look at the show itself, but he watches a 2-minute compilation of a show where Tanner is being a bit of a dickhead and extends that with repeating what the guy on the show says and repeating jokes as well as extending them to the point of you just wanting to fucking skip it. Kavos' point here is actually very excellent, as he shows Alex criticizing another YouTuber for basically doing what Alex is doing. By the way, with Tanner's TV show, whoever this guy is, can we start a Kickstarter page to get this guy out of this fucking show? Because he's living a fate worse than death. I am in no way defending Tanner Mongeau at all. If it was up to me, I would have a fucking career ruined because it's all built on lies, and well, that's not very epic.
Hey Alex, I'm curious, what's your opinion on exposed videos?
Exposed videos always go well, there's never any problems with them, and they're always 110% well researched. Just not the case. Just isn't the case, ever, and it always normally goes horrifically wrong. Unless Alex makes an exposed video.
When Alex exposes someone, he publicly spreads false information about them being a sociopath and destroys their career. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, ImAllexx outed his best friend Zapti in a podcast for being a sociopath.
Ed told me about 4 or 5 days ago now that he was a diagnosed sociopath.
But Alex, why bring any information forward to the public that hasn't already been brought forward already? I mean, you said it yourself. You hate that shit.
So the guy has gone out of his way to publicise information that nobody bloody knew about, wasn't public at all. Now for me, if it's not public at all, it does not get said unless it turns out that somebody's been touching kids or committing a genuine crime.
Well, your best friend wasn't touching kids. He wasn't committing a genuine crime.
Now I split this whole clip into 2 parts. This being the first because I figured it would be better if I showed the first part and discussed it, and then show the second part and then discussed it. Comment if you like the other way around better. Anyway, onto the first part of this accusation. With Alex on the podcast talking about his friend being a sociopath, which isn't true, the proof is in the second part, Alex is genuinely a dickhead here. And I can't criticize Kavos for showing this. Kavos here does a pretty good job of highlighting Alex's hypocrisy in this clip. By showing the fact that Alex hates when information against someone, I'm guessing it's against someone because it's made fucking clear at all. Anyway, Alex is publicly against the releasing of information, and I believe a lot of people are for privacy reasons, and Alex believes that it shouldn't happen unless under extreme circumstances. That's true, Alex. If you genuinely believe that the release of that type of information is immoral, to say the least, then by publicly releasing that your friend was diagnosed with an anti-personality disorder, which Alex says is sociopathy, which it isn't. You'll see that in a second, don't worry. If you release that type of information, Alex, then you are the biggest fucking hypocrite on the platform. No better than the people you hate that release personal information about other people, like... Get this, like Keemstar did with Pyrocynical all the way back in 2016, and by doing this, you're generally a dickhead, mate.
Well, your best friend wasn't touching kids, he wasn't committing a genuine crime, because the other points to expose them for were cheating on his girlfriend.
Since the beginning, she was being cheated on with 4 other girls.
And his best friend wasn't even a sociopath. He stayed on Twitter that Alex twisted his words and he is not diagnosed as a sociopath. So like I said earlier, the other reason Alex outed his best mate was mainly because he was a sociopath, but also because he cheated on his girlfriend. But Alex, if the information is not public already, and it's not a crime, he's not touching kids, then why should you just spread that information to the public?
She was being cheated on with 4 other girls.
Why would you get involved in someone else's relationship and spread someone else's diagnosis first before that actual person has told the world? Especially when it's not true. Yeah, some people could consider that slander.
Kavos demonstrates here that Alex was basically lying, which he was, and I will congratulate Kavos on this, because this is definitely his best point in the video. Kavos provides evidence that Alex was in fact lying about his friend being a sociopath. Alex also claimed that his girlfriend was cheating on his girlfriend with 4 other girls at the time, which, even if it is true, Alex has no right to say that publicly without knowledge or consent of the person the information is based off of. Kavos is correct on all fronts here, including that Alex is considered being slanderous at this point, as he makes claims with no evidence whatsoever. Overall, this allegation about Alex slandering one of his friends is correct and makes Alex look like a genuine cockhead. In regards to the rest of that video, Kavos, has a bit of a laugh, cracks some jokes at Alex, and addresses Alex's grandiose sense of self, which funny enough is a trait that most common sociopaths have, but that isn't relevant to our topic at all, so that's it for that video. One more thing to note about that video is that in the description, Kavos states that he is in fact roasting Alex, not exposing him. Now, with some parts of that video, you can obviously see that Kavos is roasting Alex, as he points out how fucking unfunny Alex is and how monotone he is. But with some other parts, like the slandering accusations, Kavos is absolutely exposing him. So, Kavos, if you're watching, just say you're exposing him. Don't say you're roasting him. Before, I did say we're going to look at all the videos Kavos made on ImAllexx, but I take that back. I do have a life outside YouTube, and right now this whole YouTube thing is a hobby, and I have no problem with that. That being said, each video that Kavos has made will be its own separate video, and we'll analyze them separately, mainly for convenience, time efficiency, and then so I could work on other videos while researching this topic. Because if I just stick with this topic, then it's gonna be a while before I can upload a video on it. I'm sorry if this caused any frustration, but I do hope you understand. The upload schedule right now is weekly uploads. With the next couple of weeks, there will be an alternation of uploads starting next week. I'll make a video about a different topic, and then the week after I'll return to this one. Based on what I've shown today, I want you, yes you, as the viewer, to comment about what I said in this video, and if you agree or not with Kavos, because I want this to be a discussion. Unlike most YouTubers, which might say what I'm saying now but never reply to your answers or questions. That about wraps up this video. Follow me on Twitter, I will link it in the description, and as always, thank you for watching, like and...